Welcome to the Bible Difficulties and Answers podcast. I'm Lance Smith, your host, anchored in Scripture, driven by an unquenchable curiosity, and dedicated to exploring deep philosophical mysteries with a touch of sacred insight. What if the universe's greatest enigmas, our thoughts, morality, or existence itself, suggest a reality beyond mere science? After all, if science alone had the full script, we'd miss out on those divine plot twists that keep our world interesting. Today, in week 19 of our 20-week Sunday series, we turn to section 4 of J. Steve Miller's Faith is Not Blind. Pages 98 to 100 present Exhibit 19. Positive arguments for naturalism don't prevail over arguments for God's existence. Let's examine why these claims fall short, akin to a well-constructed argument that weakens upon closer inspection, like a bridge that looks sturdy until you notice the missing rivets. These are not superficial dismissals, but deliberate reflections from philosophers who illuminate the limits of naturalism, the belief that all can be explained without God. In contrast, faith in a divine presence offers a more comprehensive alignment with reality. It's the difference between a solo violin and a full orchestra, where every note finds its harmony. Picture naturalism as a dependable bicycle, effective for traversing familiar ground, like explaining gravity or weather patterns with clarity. Yet, when confronted with the heights of consciousness, moral understanding, or the universe's precise order, it falters, resembling a traveler unprepared for a rugged ascent. You know, the kind where you pack a tuxedo for a hike. It's elegant in intent, but hilariously out of place when the trail turns steep. Consider a colleague who asserts science encompasses all answers, only to hesitate when pressed on the purpose behind our deepest thoughts or the origin of life. It's like piecing together a puzzle with incompatible parts. Some align, yet the complete image eludes us. This inquiry strengthens faith, revealing how God's presence harmonizes the whole. And with that harmony in mind, page 98 introduces Professor Thomas Nagel, born 1937, emeritus professor of philosophy and law at New York University, noted for his critiques of naturalism. Now, Miller addresses a potential critique head-on. Is it unjust to emphasize theism's strengths without acknowledging naturalism's? Could naturalism present decisive arguments? His thoughtful response? Atheists rarely propose robust positive cases for naturalism. When they do, it often simplifies to something like, many phenomena have natural explanations, so we may presume all do, including the unexplained. Yet this perspective resonates with theism. Most events operate within natural laws, while evidence such as miracles or the universe's origin suggests a supernatural cause. In other words, theists aren't tossing the science manual. We're just suggesting the Creator pen the preface with a wink. Now, turning to page 99, where things get even more intriguing, we observe why naturalism often stands as a default stance, needing no defense until supernatural evidence arises. However, absolute certainty escapes it. The most a naturalist can assert is, I have not yet encountered compelling supernatural evidence. A change could emerge tomorrow through personal insight or new findings, like stumbling upon a hidden verse in your favorite hymn that suddenly makes the chorus soar. Consider journalist Peter Hitchens. While viewing a medieval painting of the Last Judgment, he, as a naturalist, questioned the afterlife. What if it exists? How can I be certain it does not? I cannot, he pondered. Without conclusive counter-evidence, the possibility persists, like a map unveiling unexplored territories. It's the kind of moment that reminds us philosophy isn't just armchair speculation. Sometimes it's a gentle nudge from the unknown, whispering, don't close the book just yet. Have you experienced a similar moment of reflection? Miller then delves further. Are there inherent weaknesses in naturalism? Indeed, and some atheists recognize them. The book's earlier evidence for God already challenges this view. Notably, atheist Thomas Nagel no longer identifies as a naturalist. In Mind and Cosmos, he contends that naturalism fails to explain fundamental aspects like minds and consciousness, evident in our own awareness. Unsure of theism, he proposes a new framework, neither fully naturalistic nor theistic, comparable to revising a theory that overlooks critical components. Nagel's journey feels like admitting your favorite recipe needs a secret ingredient. You're not sure what it is, but it's got to be more than just flour and water. And with that pivot to possibility, page 100 concludes, no argument for naturalism sufficiently undermines theism. We need not deny natural processes to affirm God. Theism integrates seamlessly with life's natural course. This is comforting, like a solid foundation enduring through turbulent times. Or, as I like to think, it's why we can marvel at a rainbow without arguing if God's just flexing his artistic side. How do you evaluate this evidence? It is not a definitive proof, but removes significant obstacles, reinforcing the case for God. Rate it 0 for unpersuasive, 10 for convincing. For deeper exploration, revisit our lines of evidence. The Bleeding Heart Libertarians blog provides a former naturalist perspective on works that transformed his outlook, a standout post reviewing books that convinced him naturalism ultimately falls short. Irreducible Mind by Edward F. Kelly et al., an 800-page volume endorsed by Harvard's Eben Alexander, addresses scientific skepticism head-on. Thomas Nagel's Mind and Cosmos offers a forthright atheist critique. These insights highlight naturalism's limitations, affirming theism's strength in interpreting reality's complexities. Skeptics may raise objections, but these considerations provide a firm foundation for those wrestling with doubt. The central question, do naturalism's deficiencies strengthen the case for God's existence by demonstrating the absence of a superior alternative? I propose a 9. It nurtures faith, reflecting moments when science hints at design rather than mere chance. It's a step in a broader journey, shedding light on the path ahead. What's your assessment? Next Sunday, episode 20 marks the penultimate installment of our series. Join us for the finale the following week. Have you encountered a naturalistic argument that unraveled upon closer examination? Share your experience. I'd be honored to feature it. Email BibleDifficultiesAndAnswers@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page. Delve into these resources. They're invaluable for enriching your understanding. Until then, share this episode. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and visit BibleDifficultiesAndAnswers.podbean.com. Remember, these discussions are not barriers, but pathways to a deeper truth. I'm Lance Smith, signing off with good luck, good health, and God bless. So long, everybody.